Hello, happy new school year. Welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Jamar Clark, and I am the proud principal of Rowlett Middle Academy. We are so excited that you are either here in attendance today for Parent University and Open House, or you're checking in virtually because you were working or you were out of town or you weren't able to make it. Our goal is to always meet our families where they are. So we created these videos so you could have access to them, or you can refer back to them later. So my goal today is to make a short video. I know there are people in the back laughing when I said short video, but my goal is about a 10-minute video to introduce myself to our new families, to reintroduce myself to our returning families, and talk a little bit about our goals for this year and what makes Rowlett and Rowlett Middle Academy such a special place. Our theme this year is Better Together. That is not only Better Together at Rowlett Middle Academy, that also extends to Better Together as an organization as a whole. You know, Rowlett is a kindergarten through 8th grade organization with, 180 staff members and 1,500 kids. So we are a growing organization, and we are most definitely better together. But that's not the end of the story. We're better together because of our families. I always say that our families are the secret ingredient to our success, and we are greatly appreciative of you. And together, we will continue to be the best option for kids and families in Manatee County. Synergy is better than my way or your way. It's our way, the Rowlett way. So I wanted to start off by just celebrating all of the awesome things that are taking place on our campus. Our students, our staff, and our families, by working together and synergizing, we are creating magic. So just a few celebrations. We were designated as a school of excellence by the Florida Department of Education. We achieved that status by being in the 80th percentile of all middle schools in the state of Florida. So all 6 through 8 schools in the state of Florida, we are in the 80th percentile of other schools academically. So we're very excited about that. We were also designated a high-performing charter school by the state, which means that our budgets are sound and balanced. We are in compliance in all other areas like safety and teachers and all of those great things. And also we're performing academically at a high level. We were designated that last year. So excited about that. We received our A school status again last year. We were an A school the year prior. Why I am so excited about our A is the growth. We went from 64% proficiency last year to 74 proficiency this year, which is 4th in the county academically. So we're very proud of our kids and our families and our staff. The Seal of Excellence, the Civic Seal of Excellence. We have some of our awesome teachers that went out and did PD, professional development, over the summer and last year and achieved that Seal of Excellence, which our state is promoting, and our teachers proactively went out and achieved that. We were designated a model school by Leader in Me, 7 Habits. Last year, they came to the elementary school and the middle school. There was a regional conference for 7 Habits in Tampa, and those educators drove down from Tampa and visited the elementary school and middle school to see how we do things on campus and how we implement the 7 Habits, and we received that plaque. And lastly, last year we were designated or awarded the Best of Bradenton Award for being the best middle school in Manatee County. The elementary school last year was rated the best charter school, which was also an awesome accomplishment. You know, we're trying to grow every year. So this year, I'm happy to say that the elementary school was ranked best middle school. I'm sorry, best elementary school. The middle school was rated best middle school in Manatee County and Bradenton, and the organization, kindergarten through 8th grade, we were recognized as the best charter school. So we swept every educational category. We can't thank you enough, all of our families. This means that we're creating raving fans out there, and together we can continue to achieve this great success at Rowlett. So thank you very much. Now you see what we stand for, this slide. We're better together. We begin with the end in mind at Rowlett, and this is a visualization of beginning with the end in mind. You see pictures of our kindergartners there, students that start off 5 and 6 years old at Rowlett. We're teaching them the 7 habits. We're teaching them responsibility. We're teaching them academic excellence and this, how to be great citizens. And kids that young can learn that at Rowlett. But that's where they start. Where they end is that picture to the right. School leaders, community leaders, great citizens. We want to make sure we continue to create a positive, safe, supportive learning environment, and prepare our kids for the jobs of the 21st century, and also ultimately be good people and citizens that can impact their communities and the world in a positive way. Our mission at Rowlett is to provide a high quality educational experience for all students that will foster leadership and a love of learning for a diverse population by promoting creativity through the arts and communication. So excited about our growth, and the best is yet to come. So our focus at the middle school this year, for the 23-24 school year, are 3 big areas. Rowlett culture, clear expectations for students, staff, and families, and also balancing excellence in arts and academics. That's what makes our environment so awesome. So our culture at Rowlett is what makes us special. The attention to the small things is what creates our awesome culture. I really want to focus this year on wellness, student and staff wellness. What's good for students is also good for the big students, the staff. And we really did a lot of soul searching and learning after COVID, and, you know, having a positive mindset and, you know, being physically and mentally strong and taking care of ourselves is important. So we do things like encouraging drinking water, positive mindset. We have the Calm app on campus. We have a gym for our staff to be able to work out and feel better. We have a game room where kids can relax. We have picnic tables. We want kids to be outside enjoying nature. All these things promote wellness and a positive environment. The 7 habits is the foundation of our both campuses, right? They give us strong roots, which is our character, and it's all aligned with the habits, those positive, time-tested principles that we implement in our daily lives that make us better leaders and better people. Whole child, you know, we truly believe at Rowlett that when we challenge kids, when they are supported, when they're loved, when they feel safe, they do better academically and socially. The same holds true for staff. So we want to create a whole child and whole staff environment. Responsibility, you know, personal responsibility is important on our campus. Responsibility, we all have the ability to choose our response in any situation, and the better together mindset. We can do much more together than we can do separately. Clear expectations is something that I really want to focus on this school year. So everybody knows what Mr. Clark and our school expects, right? We expect our students to be ready to learn. That means having your iPad charged. That means having your ID. It is a requirement. We're preparing kids for high school. You must have an ID in every high school. You will at Rowlett Middle as well. You need to have your pencils, your paper, all the things to be successful in class, including your work, and submit it appropriately in the appropriate area. All right, we're going to teach you how to do all that stuff. All right, we want you to do the right thing even when nobody's watching, and we want you to follow Al's expectations. That is an acronym that stands for observing safety rules, working hard and smart, leading by example, and lastly, showing respect. All right, expectations for staff. I expect our staff to be professional at all times. All right, I expect them to communicate effectively with students in the classroom, outside of the classroom. A lot of means to reach out to our teachers: email, Google Voice, you know, talking in person, phone calls. Our students can do that, right? But also our families can communicate with our teachers in the same way. I expect our staff to respond to you within 48 hours, okay? And also I expect my staff to follow the school initiatives. We take a lot of time to implement these initiatives that make us so great, and my expectation is for all of our staff to follow it, and I'll be inspecting what I expect. And lastly, our families. You know, we make a handshake agreement with our families. We all sign a contract, and when I say we, that includes me. I'm also a Rowlett family and parent. But we make a handshake agreement to follow the initiatives on campus, to support the school, to support the teachers, and to support our behavior practices. That is what you're agreeing to by coming to Rowlett Middle Academy. So that's why we're so special, because we have that partnership. We expect you to check those student agendas, which I have a picture of them there. We know that when students are organized, they're more successful, right? So asking your child to see their agenda, what work do you have? It's a means for you to communicate with teachers as well. Check that agenda. Kids will do better when you do so. Communicate with teachers. You can write in that agenda, you can send an email, you can send a Google Voice. Also checking Blooms, which is a requirement for all families. A lot of information is going to be coming through Blooms all the time. So that's how you can keep a pulse on what's going on, stay on Blooms, and support school initiatives. You're here for the programs and the things that we're doing on campus. And I anticipate and expect your support. That doesn't mean that we're going to agree with everything, but I think we can make sure we're moving in the right direction and make sure that all of our kids have what they need on our campus. Okay. Digging down a little bit more on these topics, excellence in arts and academics. So, we think that that balance between arts and academics is what makes us so special, right? So the 3 R's that I talk about a lot on campus is relationship. Kids have to know that you care before they do a lot of work or any work in class. So building those relationships on our campus is paramount. It's putting first things first here. Also rigor, making sure that we are pushing kids academically. We're challenging all of our students, no matter where they are, to show growth each day, each school year, and relevance, making those connections in the classroom, whether it's math, science. We bring the real world into the classroom that builds relevance and prepares those kids for the jobs of the future. Growth mindset, we ask everyone, me on down, to grow every day, right? 1% every day. If we do that collectively, we'll continue to move in the right direction. We have a lot of resources on our campus, free tutoring, after school enrichments that are free for students. We just implemented or purchased Rosetta Stone for our students, which also gives anybody that lives in our students' home, their household, the ability to learn a language of their choice for free. Okay, so you'll hear more information about that, but lifelong learning is something that we cherish at Rowlett Middle, and learning another language is something that I had the opportunity to live in Spain when I was in middle and elementary school, and learning Spanish made me a better person. Learning new cultures made me a better person. We want to expose our families and our students to that. All students can learn at Rowlett Middle Academy. All students will learn. There's no such thing as a student has a right to fail here. We will drag kids across the finish line here, but we have to have that partnership. All students make a choice to be here. All parents make a choice to be here. So we're going to make sure those expectations are met. And lastly, arts integration and electives. We have more elective offerings than any middle school in Manatee County. We integrate the arts into everything that we do. We cherish creativity, and we know that arts integration is one of the secrets to our success as well. That balance is what makes us special. 7 habits, the foundation of who we are, what we are. We really care about we care about not what our kids are going to be, but we care about who they're going to be. Those core principles and values that the 7 habits really presents. I know they're aligned with your family values as well. That's why you're here at Rowlett. And we're going to talk a lot about them. We want you to use the same language at home. When we're all using the same language, we can make sure that communication is efficient and effective. All right. 2 big 7 habits, 2 big areas of the 7 habits you're going to hear me talk a lot about this year. Being proactive and sharpening your saw. Being proactive, the core, one of the top things about being proactive is personal responsibility. We all have the freedom to choose how we respond to a situation. When the stimulus comes in, when something happens to us, there's space in between what happens to us and how we respond to it. The more that we use our 7 habits, the more we are proactive, the more that we take time to stop, think, and make a good choice, the better the results that we have. So you're going to hear me talk about taking time to pause and taking a deep breath. Don't stress, take a deep breath. Something so small can help us reset our brain and get us back on track, whether it's in the classroom, in the hallway, or on the sports field. You're going to hear me talk a lot about taking that deep breath and not stressing, taking a deep breath and being more personally responsible. All right. We all have the ability to choose our response. Lastly, sharpening our saw, something so simple about being healthy and drinking water can impact all of the other habits. So we're going to promote water drinking on campus. We added 2 water fountains, the ones that you can fill up the water bottles on campus for students and staff to use. We're going to be doing water challenges. We know when students are drinking water, they're not dehydrated, which has a direct alignment to their success and their health. So drinking water and taking a deep breath are things that we know will make students feel better, therefore do better on campus. And we're going to promote that. You hear a lot of that from me. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry for talking fast. I was trying to make this 10-minute mark. I'm so excited about this school year. This is going to be the best year ever. We say that every year, but it happens to become true each year together by synergizing, by meeting each other where we are, by seeking first to understand. We can not only grow individually, but collectively as a community. And I anticipate, another awesome year at Rowlett. So remember, synergy is better than my way or your way. It's our way, the Rowlett way. So have a good day. I hope you enjoy your time at Open House and Parent University, and we'll see you around on campus. Thank you.